The rain that night wasn't gentle. It fell hard, like the sky had finally lost patience with the city. Armin had just finished his shift at the roadside cafe, his white waiter's shirt damp with sweat and the smell of coffee clinging to him. He was counting tips in his head, already worrying if they would be enough for his daughter's school fees, when he heard a sharp cry cut through the roar of the rain. It wasn't loud. It was desperate. He looked across the street and saw a young woman sprawled near the curb, her umbrella broken like a useless skeleton beside her. Cars rushed past, splashing dirty water dangerously close to her. She tried to stand, slipped, and fell again, clutching her ankle. For a second, Armin hesitated. He was late. His daughter Maya would be waiting alone at home. And people like him learned early not to get involved in other people's problems. Especially rich-looking people. Especially at night. But then the woman looked up, her face pale, eyes wide with fear, rain soaking her hair and makeup, and something inside Armin broke. He ran. Ignoring the honking cars and the water soaking his shoes, he reached her just as another car swerved too close. He stood between her and the road, waving his arms, shouting until traffic slowed. "Can you stand?" he asked, crouching beside her. She shook her head, teeth chattering. "My ankle. I can't." Without thinking further, Armin slipped one arm under her shoulders and another beneath her knees. She was lighter than he expected, trembling against him as he carried her back toward the cafe's covered entrance. Inside, the owner protested, but one look at the woman's condition silenced him. Armin grabbed a towel, wrapped it around her shoulders, and knelt to look at her swollen ankle. "I'll call an ambulance," she said weakly, fumbling for her phone. "No," Armin replied gently. "The hospital is close. I'll take you." She stared at him, rainwater dripping from her lashes. "You don't even know me." He smiled, tired but kind. "Tonight, that doesn't matter." He flagged down a rickshaw, argued with the driver until he agreed to help, and stayed with her all the way to the hospital. He waited outside the emergency room, soaked, cold, and silent, until a nurse finally told him she was safe. Just a bad sprain. Relief washed over him, but before he could see her again, his phone buzzed. Maya. "Baba," his 8-year-old daughter said, trying to sound brave, "are you coming? It's dark." "I'm on my way," he said quickly, heart tightening with guilt. When he returned to the hospital room to say goodbye, the bed was empty. A nurse told him the woman had been taken for scans and her family had arrived. Armin nodded, feeling strangely hollow, and left without a name, without thanks, without expecting anything more. To him, it was just another hard night survived. Days passed. Life returned to its familiar rhythm of early mornings, long shifts, and quiet evenings helping Maya with homework. Money was still tight. The landlord still knocked too often. Maya still asked questions Armin struggled to answer, like why her mother never came back and why some kids had so much while others had so little. One evening, as rain drummed softly against their small apartment window, Maya sat cross-legged on the floor watching television while Armin mended a torn shoe. Suddenly, she gasped. "Baba," she shouted. "It's her." Armin looked up, confused. On the screen was a young woman standing behind a microphone, flashbulbs exploding around her. She looked polished, confident, completely different from the trembling stranger in the rain. The headline beneath her image read, "Rising star actress survives accident, speaks out." "That lady," Maya said urgently, pointing. "The one you carried from the rain." Armin froze. The reporter asked the actress about the accident, about fear, about kindness. Her voice softened as she spoke. "I don't remember much," she said, eyes shining. "But I remember a man. A waiter. He saved me when no one else stopped. He didn't know who I was. He didn't ask for anything. He just helped." Maya turned to her father, eyes wide with pride. "That was you, Baba." Armin swallowed hard, his throat tight. "Yes," he said quietly. "It was." The actress continued, her voice trembling. "I want to find him. Because people like him remind us who we should be." The next morning, Armin's cafe was crowded in a way it never had been before. Cameras, reporters, curious customers. The owner looked terrified. Armin tried to slip into the kitchen, but it was too late. She walked in, raincoat folded over her arm, eyes scanning until they found him. For a moment, neither spoke. Then she smiled, and her eyes filled with tears. "It was you," she said softly. Armin nodded, awkward and uncomfortable. "You're better," he said, stating the obvious. "Because of you," she replied. She introduced herself as Sarah, thanked him publicly, privately, repeatedly. She offered money. Help. Connections. Armin shook his head. "I didn't help you for that," he said. "I helped because someone needed it." The room fell silent. Sarah looked at him differently then, not as a poor waiter or a headline, but as a man with quiet strength. She insisted on at least helping his daughter. Maya clung shyly to her hand, eyes shining. Over time, Sarah kept her promise, not by changing Armin's life overnight, but by opening doors he never thought he could knock on. She helped him find a better job at a hotel, ensured Maya received a scholarship, and stayed present, not as a savior, but as a friend. Armin still worked hard. He still struggled. But hope had entered their small apartment, warm and steady. One rainy evening months later, Maya looked up at her father and asked, "Baba, why did you stop that night?" Armin smiled, thinking of the rain, the fear, the choice. "Because kindness," he said gently, "always finds its way back. And somewhere beyond fame, beyond money, beyond television screens, a single moment of humanity had changed many lives, proving that even in the heaviest rain, one good heart is enough to light the way." Zindagi Armin Kuliya Pali Barthodiazen Hui T, Lekinsakun Zyada der Tak Maman Nahi Banta. Hotel Ki Nahi Job Achi T, Tankwa Wakt Par Milti T, Maya Ek Achi School Main Patni Lagi T, or Log Armin Ko Is It Ki Nazar Se Dekni Lage the. Furby, Armin Kudil Kujishi Kon Main Dar Redatha. Use Lagta the Jays Yasab Jishi Bi Wakt Usi Wapas Chin Lia Ja Sakta Hai. Or Fur, Ek Din, Wodar Sach Ho Gaya. Ek Suba Maya School Se Wapas Ayi to Uski Chair Par Wo Maskurahat Nahi T Jo Raz Hodi T. Wo Chupchap Apna Bag Rock Car Sofa Par Baith Gai. Kia Hua, Beiti. Armin Eni Pyar Se Pucha. Maya Eni Kuchter Chup Ray Kar Kaha, Baba, School Main Kuchbak Kate Hain Kumain Charity Ki Waja Se Padihun. Kate Hain Ku Agar Wo Actress Apa Na Hodi, to Hum Abibi Waiterot. Har Laughs Armin Kusin Main Chubtagaya. Us Rat Armin So Nahi Saka. Uski Zihen Main Ek Hai Sawal Gumta Raha, Kia Uski Menet, Uski Imandari, Hamesha Jishi or Kunam Kunich Dab Kar Ray Jayagi. Agali Din Hotel Main Bihawa Badly Hui T. Staff Kukuch Log Usi Peli Se Zyada Gur Kar Dekt. Jishi Ne Dear Se Kaha, TV Wala Hero Aa Gaya. Jishi Ne Hans Kar Kaha, Kismat Kulgai by Ki. Armin Chup Raha. Kyunki Usi Shor Nahi, Apni Beti Ka Mustakbil Chahida. Ushem Sarah Hotel Ayi. Wo Jishi Shoot Kuliya Shihar Main T or Armin Se Milna Chadi T. Jab Usan Armin Kucher Parthakon Deki, to Samaj Gai Kubat Surf Kam Ki Nahi Hai. Armin Ne Sab Bata Dia. School Ki Batain, Lagan Kutans, or Apni Kamash Sharmandaji. Sarah Kuchter Chuprahi, for Boli, Armin, Tumhain Lagta Hai Kutum Kamzer Ho Kyunki Tum Madad Se Age Bata. Main is Danaya Ko Janti Hoon. Yahan Zyada Tar Log Bina Hak Ku Yupper Jate Hain. Tum to Surf Ekansan the Jo Jishi Ko Marn Se Bachaya. Armin Ne Sir Jukalia. Main Bas Chata Hoon Kumaya Apni Pechan Jishi or Kuesan Se Na Jod. Sarah Ne Narmi Se Kaha, for Usi Apni Kahani Kudbetan Du. Agali Haft School Main Annual Function the. Parents Ko Balaya Gaya the. Sarah Ne offer Kia Ku Wo A or Maya Kusath Stage Share Care, Lekin Armin Ne Mana Kar Dia. Is Dafa, Armin Kud Stage Par Gaya. Hol Main Kamoshi Cha Gai Jab Ek Simple Sa Admi Mike Kusamni Kata Hua. Main Armin Hoon, Usan Kaha. Ek Waiter the, Hoon, or Rahun Ga Agar Zerorat Padi. Lekin is Se Peli Main Maya Ka Bap Hoon. Usan Rat Ki Kahani Sunai. Barish, Gerdi Hui Ladki, or Ek Faisla Jo Jishi Hero Ne Nahi, ek majbur bap ne liatha. Manya nahi chata kumari beti ko jishi ka asan kaha j, arman ne kaha, awaz barakar. Agar madad milti hai, to surf is liya kuhambi is danaya ka hissa hain. Hall main talian ki gunjath gai. Kuch parents ki ankan nam ho gai. Maya ne stage se nichakar apni baba ko gail laga liya. Usrat maya ne dear se kaha, baba, mui absharam nahi adi. Mui fakrahai. Arman ki ankhan main ansu aa gay. Kismat ne arman ko surf yupar nahi uthayatha. Usi yebi shika dia the ku asli is at shore se nahi, sach se milti hai. Or kahani abi kadam nahi hui ti. Barish fur kabi hogi. Imtihan fur anj. Lekin is bar, armanakela nahi the.